The first time it happens, you might think you're imagining things. A piece of music reaches its crescendo, and suddenly electricity seems to dance across your skin. Your arms begin to break out in goosebumps. A wave of euphoria washes over your being. In scientific parlance, this is known as frisson. But what if these mysterious chills are more than just a quirk of our nervous system? What if they're offering us a glimpse into something ancient cultures have known for millennia? From the Chinese qi to the Hindu prana, the modern concept of the aura, traditional wisdom has long maintained that humans possess and emit subtle energy fields. Now, while Western science initially dismissed these ideas, more recent advances in bioelectromagnetism and neuroscience suggest that these ancient cultures may have been detecting something actually quantifiable: the complex electromagnetic fields that every single living body generates. Now, the first Western physician to seriously propose this phenomenon was Franz Mesmer in 1776. His theory of animal magnetism was ridiculed by the scientific establishment of his time, yet his observations about an invisible force that could influence health and consciousness, well, they sparked a century-long investigation that continues to this day. Now, concerning our aura, modern science has confirmed that the human body is a remarkable generator of energy. For instance, our hearts produce the body's most powerful bioelectric field, strong enough actually to be measured 3 feet away from the body with very sensitive instruments. Beyond electricity, we emit measurable infrared radiation and create a complex electromagnetic field that forms an invisible but scientifically verified envelope around our body. What is most curious to me is that the body isn't just electromagnetic. Research into science of emotion shows that emotional states create measurable changes in our body's electric activity, even heart rate variability, and subsequently the electromagnetic fields that we emit. When you start experiencing those spine-tingling moments of awe or connection, your body's bioelectric field actually shifts in measurable ways. These findings help explain why practitioners of various traditions have long reported seeing different colors around people that correspond to the emotional states, or sensing a change in a person's energy field during healing practices. What they're, in my opinion, more than likely detecting are these subtle variations in these bioelectric and thermal fields that we emit. Variations that modern instruments can now verify, but equally, you can verify. It is possible to learn how to consciously emit into your auric field to guide its energy. So, let's begin. The easiest way to begin sensing your energetic field is through natural peak moments. Those times when you feel what may be described as chills or goosebumps from positive experiences. So you would have experienced this at some point. Some examples. So maybe you're listening to a very powerful piece of music. Maybe you're experiencing a deep feeling of gratitude. Maybe you're connecting with somebody in a way where your values are kind of intertwining. Prayer, meditation, when you're in deep creative flow states, creating art. It's that chill, it's that goosebump, it's that tingling sensation that rolls up and down your spine. Now, these aren't just random physical sensations. They're moments when your bioelectric field is particularly active and noticeable to your conscious awareness. So here are some basic energy practices in which you can better touch what I'm trying to convey here. So try this simple exercise. Find a quiet space and sit comfortably in Siddhasana, Padmasana, and recall a moment in which you experience the sensations that I'm trying to describe to you, those chills or deep positive emotions. As you begin to visualize that sensation, focus your attention on it without trying to control it. Now notice how the energy starts to move throughout your body. And with practice, you'll be able to generate this particular chill or goosebump or sensation at will. Now, I'll go into some more advanced techniques now in case you master this or already, let's say, proficient in what I'm trying to describe here. When you have better control over this particular sensation, you can begin to direct the energy to specific parts of your body. Maintain the energetic state for longer periods, and you can use it for focus purposes like stress relief or enhanced concentration, visualization, manifestation, prayer, meditation, and then develop greater awareness of your emotional and physical states. Now, this is the most valuable part, at least in my estimation. In equal time, you'll begin to notice that the source of this chill, it originates at your pelvic floor, which is why it is accurate to say that when you are practicing celibacy or SR and cultivating sexual energy, it makes you far more adept at harnessing this power, noticing this power, and mobilizing this power. So, for example, if you observe how after 4 weeks of sexual abstinence, your pelvic floor becomes more pressurized. Those with experience in this particular time zone will know exactly what I'm talking about. So the absence of pelvic floor spasms through orgasm creates a tangible tension in that area. And when you flex those muscles for elimination and urination during a chill, you will notice that you have far more power and you can begin to move the energy or prana or ki northwards up the nervous plexuses into the solar plexus, into the heart plexus, into the vocal plexus. If you want more formal practical application on what I'm speaking about, there are extensive breathwork meditations below in which I guide you through it. But before you do, I would greatly encourage you to become adept at feeling this aura first. Again, it's that extremely comfortable euphoric wave that can be most easily recognized as you present when you experience goosebumps. That really is, I believe, the word choice that is more accurate to what I'm trying to describe. Those chills from a positive external or internal situation, stimuli like listening to music, thinking about a spiritual experience, even watching a really moving movie scene, striving, feeling thankful, praising God, prayer. This is subtle energy, brother. They call it subtle energy for a reason. It's subtle. Now, the vital energy that creates your aura is equivalent to what can be considered your spiritual energy, because your spiritual, body, your astral body, your etheric body, your energetic body, emotional body, and true self is comprised of the same energy and motion that activates when you experience it. In its neutral state, you unconsciously draw that energy through your breath and through the foods and the liquids that you consume, even the thoughts that you consume, you think, and the actions you do every single day. The content that you watch, they are almost like the amino acids to the proteins, and it amplifies that bioelectric energy field. That euphoric wave is the animating energy behind life itself. Other cultures have experienced this in other ways with this energy found in their own usages for it, and then documented their results and coined it different terms. I mean, there are so many different terms. That energy activates goosebumps or chills, and it's typically not the other way around. So goosebumps and chills are a consequence of the energy or the ki or the prana that you're experiencing. But you can learn to separate that extremely pleasant energy from the physical reaction of goosebumps, and then eventually learn how to activate only that euphoric energy whenever you so desire. Other than aura, this has been experienced and documented as, if any of you are familiar with astral projection, so the vibrational state before astral projection, some people equivocate it to the runner's high, chills again from a positive experience, ki in Taoism, martial arts, and prana in Hindu. Some people even say during ASMR sessions. This is bioelectricity. This is life force, euphoria, ecstasy, organ, rapture, tension, mana, vayas, nen, intent, tumo, odic force, piti, frisson, ruah, spiritual energy, secret fire, the tingles, the quickening, voluntary pylo erection, ether, spiritual chills. There are, again, the terms This has been ratified and experienced in the amalgamation of the human experience for forever. I'm certainly not a pioneer in this regard. It was discovered that this energy can be used in many beneficial ways. So some of which are biological, like unblocking your lymphatic system meridians, feeling euphoric, controlling temperature, dilating pupils, regulation of heartbeat, counteracting, stress, internally healing yourself, even accessing the hypothalamus on demand. There are more esoteric claims and usages which are more spiritual. Psychic sensations, clairvoyance, clairaudience, spiritual projection, guidance from the higher self, visions from the third eye. I used to get a lot of pressure in the forehead area whenever I would combine these kind of the chills with breath work and meditation. Managing the auric field, manifestation, energy absorption. When you have direct experience on the subject I'm really speaking to, you will realize that these are fundamentally facts. They're not theories. Tell me your experience, and we'll speak soon.